Hi, welcome to PNV Technical HUB. In this session, we are going to discuss about how to update a record from XML file with XPath queries using ASP.NET. So, in our earlier sessions, we used to work with XML file, how to retrieve the data, how to insert the data, and how to delete the data. Now, this video session is going to demonstrate you how we are going to update the data with the help of our XPath queries. If you want to follow my last XPath queries, you can be find out the same in the following URL. So in this blog you can find out, or else you can browse with my channel. In my channel also it will be available. So you can check if you are new to this one, you can check with my older videos so that you will get a clear clarity of it. Generally, whenever we are going to update the data, first we have to load an existing XML file. So we are already aware that existing XML file is about an books information, where my books information contains a child, you know, tags, and child tags contains attributes like name, which is going to specify the book name, and author name, and as well as a version. So these are the attributes. Now if we wish to change either attribute or either value, whatever you want, that you can process with the help of your XPath queries. So in order to accomplish this step, first, we have to load an XML file. For loading an XML file, we can write the code with the help by using this XML document is a class. By using this XML document, we'll create an object. So by using this object, we'll load this one. So one must ensure that if we want to work with an XML, we have to use a namespace using system.xml. This namespace is mandated to work with XML files. Once after the load of your document, now your document contains all your XML tags. So for identifying of a tag name, we will go with this one, XML node list nodes. So doc.getElementsByTagName. Whatever the name that you want to identify. Say my XML contains, I have one tag, so that is books info. So I want to work with the books info. So this is the process that we have to follow. Now for edit part, so the moment you identify the tag name, then you have to iterate the loop because my XML contains multiple number of elements. So consider this is my sample XML, existing XML file. So books list is my thing. So here I have a book name. Name is nothing but my attribute. So wings of fire. Author is another attribute. So author APJ Abdul Kalam is a value for this attribute. Version is another attribute. 1.3.1 is an answer. So this is XML file. This contains multiple things. So here I listed three: wings of fire, magic of thinking, power of habit. Likewise, you might have a multiple things. So in order to iterate, we would like to use a for each loop. So in my for each loop, I would like to check whatever the attribute that you want to change. So which is nothing but replaceable attribute name, and what are the attribute, what is the value of the attribute, means existing value I want to know. So by using the existing value, I would like to change what I want to change with this existing context. So if it is there, I'm replacing that one, and finally I will save with that doc.save, so that my XML file got to be saved. So I would like to demonstrate the same through a practical approach. For this, we have to design the form. I'm going to consider a new web page. So I would like to right click on this and add new item. So I'll name it as update XML. So this is the name that I want to provide. So my name is update XML. So now I design the form in such a way that accepting the inputs from a user perspective. So now what I want to do is I would like to design my form. So in order to design my form, I would like to check what are the things is required. First is my tag name is required. So here I would like to consider one table. So I'll provide name, enter tag name. So next to TD, I would like to provide ASP dot text box ID equal to txt name runnet equal to server. I'll pass this one. So like that, I would like to consider one more row itself. In this row, I would like to declare about replaceable attribute name. So what attribute I want to replace? So replaceable attribute name. So here I can check txt replace replaceable attribute name. Similarly, so replaceable attribute value. So what are the value that we have? So existing, I want to check that one. So now I would like to check replaceable attribute value. So next is replacing attribute name. So this is nothing but replacing attribute. So this is nothing but replaceable attribute. Now your design looks like this. So I'll make width equal to 100%. So now it will be in full search mode. So now I would like to place one button for updating the values. So TD, you can make it call span equal to 2. ASP, so we want button, ASP button. Text equal to update. So now this is nothing but update. So the moment I click on this button, I would like to update whatever I wish to do. So first let's list our books info.xml file. This is the basic structure of my XML file. So now first I want to change one of the name from this one. So this is the power of habit. I would like to change to some other name. So in this way, I would like to update the XML files. So first, we would like to start recording on this one. Update. Okay. So once you click on this button, we have to update the data. So in order to update this data, so what we have to do is first we would like to load a certain XML. So we would like to find that XML file with the help of the path itself. So for considering the path, I would like to consider one variable XML path equal to string dot empty. So in this XML path, we'd like to take XML path equal to. So we'd like to identify the path with the help of a server.map path. We already discussed this one. Why server.map path? So if you want to know this about server.map, please visit my earlier videos. So this path will be resided under XML files folder. So check XML files is a folder. So click on slash and double quote on this, and you can close this one. Plus you can provide the name of your XML file. So in this context, my XML name is booksinfo.xml. So just provide that booksinfo.xml as a name. So now my XML path is available on the XML path variable. So now we have to load this XML. So in order to work with an XML, we already discussed that certain namespace is required using system.xml. Just I imported this namespace. Now we can check XML document. XML document doc equal to new XML document. So now I would like to use doc.load of XML path. This is the way like how we are going to load the XML document. So now we would like to find the XML node list, means we would like to find the certain node, what is the node that we want to identify from the list, and we would like to process that one. So doc dot get element by tag name. So this will be available in our variable, that is txt name dot text. So next is, so this is a list, so we have to process this list. So since our XML contains multiple number of elements, list of elements, so these are the list of elements. In order to process, then definitely have to use a for each loop. So for each XML node, we are reading with XML node, so node in nodes. So now I'm iterating this one. So first I would like to check whether what is my replaceable thing and what is my replaceable non-replaceable thing. If the replaceable thing is there, then only I would like to replace the thing. So I'm checking bool value, bool whether that element is existed, then I would like to make is edit to true. If it is false, then I cannot make it. So now I would like to read each and every element with the help of XML attribute list. So you can understand this is the list. So this list contains again number of attributes. So name is one attribute, other is another attribute, version is another. Likewise, you have multiple number of attributes. So in order to process each and every attribute, again we have to consider XML attribute as a class, because it has to be processed with the help of in nodes.attribute. So now we can check if attribute dot, so we can check name. So what are the attribute name that we want to change, that we have to provide what attribute name that we can. So here we can use replaceable attribute name. So this is nothing but your replaceable attribute name. So if your replaceable attribute name is available, okay, and then your whatever the value that you are expecting, so that is also available, then only we are making this edit part to true. So say for example, I want to change name related thing. So we have to check whether this name is, so whatever you are passing, this name is always equal to your passing name, and then so you are going to change the value. So whether that existing value is, this existing value or not, so then only we can update, right? So for example, in general scenarios, you want to update your password. So generally your website is asking for enter your old password. If you know your old password, then only you are going to update your existing one. Similarly, I'm checking whether that value inside this attribute or not. If you are providing value and the existing XML value is same, then only I am allowing them to proceed for further updating process. So now I'm checking attribute dot value. So existing attribute value is always equal to so replaceable attribute dot text. So if it is equal, then I am allowing to edit the same. So then I will set this value to true. So if this is true, which means that we are allowing them to update this one. So now we'll put a condition. If is edit equal to true, then we are trying to update a particular attribute name and particular attribute value, whatever the name is there, so that value we are trying to update this one. So now we are checking if attribute dot name equal to the text replaceable attribute name dot, again I am checking that this is another process of ensuring. So now I'm trying to change my value. So I don't want to change my attribute name. My intention is to change the value inside that attribute. Value equal to txt replacing attribute value dot text. So now the process will be done. Means I am updating this one. So now I would like to use so save whatever the document that I have doc dot save of XML path. Now I'm going to update this one. So just if you're trying to update this one, I'm going to close this one. Again I will open this one. So some problem at IS level, just I'm resetting that one. Or else I would like to process. I would like to consider a new website and I will process it. Somehow it is getting problem. So I'm going to add a new item, name it as XML update. I'll copy paste the design which is there here. Go to the design, click on this one, copy paste the same thing and click on here, and you can update the namespaces. You can create a folder name as XML files and copy this same in the folder and paste in your new website. This is your new website. I'm pasting this one. That's it. Okay. So now open your XML file. So you can notice this. That Power of Habit is one website that I have. Power of Attribute is one name that I have. So I'm not loading my XML. Just I'm executing this one. So this is the tag name. So which I want to provide it as a books. So which is my parent. So I will make it as book. Attribute name. So name is my attribute. I would like to check existing attribute. And I would like to existing value is power of habit. I would like to pass power of habit. So now again replacing attribute is also same, and the power of habitual actions. So I would like to give this as a name, and I click on this update. It got to be updated. Just check your XML got modified. So now the name will be replaced with power of habitual actions. In this way, we'll update our XML file. So through our ASP.NET coding. Okay, you can find the complete source of this example. So under this blog, under this URL, so just you can browse it, you'll get to know. And then visit our Facebook page and like us, and share your comments and share this article to your friends which you are looking for in .NET productive resources. So this is for deleting of the data. You can go here and you can check for the updating of the data. So how to update the record from XML files. So the code is also available here. You can use this code and you can implement. So that's how we'll work with this updating of the data. Thank you for watching our video. So keep visiting our blog as well as our YouTube channel.